While on the world scale, the South American and Caribbean areas are not normally recognized amongst the most industrialized nations on the planet, yet a lot of goods are manufactured here, plus lots of resources are exported worldwide such as fruits, chemicals, oils, and minerals. With the term industrialization, we commonly refer to the process in which a society evolves into an economy based on manufacturing, and the term normally calls to mind the Industrial Revolution of the 19th century, which affected the main regions of the world and especially Europe and the United States of America. As most of the Caribbean countries were in those years under the British hegemony, the results of the Industrial Revolution reached the sunny coasts of these gorgeous islands and countries on this side of the world. Ever since then, with some gaining independence and others strengthening economic and commercial relationships with other countries around the world, these Caribbean countries have seen periods of flourishing economic outbursts and others of remission. Let's take a look at the current situation in the top 10 most industrialized Caribbean countries currently. Please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for future Caribbean videos. Number 10. The Bahamas. The Bahamas is one of the wealthiest islands in the Caribbean, the top one per GDP among the CARICOM Islands, and 97% in the world rankings as the literacy rate in 2022. With a manufacturing output of US $189 million in 2021, the country saw a 71% increase compared to 2020. While its economy mostly relies on tourism, the financial sector and smaller-scale industries such as agriculture, retail and wholesale trade, fishing and manufacturing complete the flourishing picture. Number 9. Barbados. The Atlantic island of Barbados, one of the Windward Islands, is a very developed country whose economy again mostly relies on tourism, but also includes the international business sector and foreign direct investment. The Barbadian main export product is liquor, followed by frozen fish and preserved milk. Barbados is also commonly known for exporting sugar, even though only 2 out of the original 10 sugar factories are still standing nowadays. The country's manufacturing output in 2020 was US $227,966,217, ranking number 147 on a worldwide scale. Number 8. Guyana. The economy of Guyana has not been historically one of the strongest in the area, but everything changed in 2015 with the discovery of an offshore oil field located about 120 miles off Georgetown. In the following 5 years, 17 additional oil fields were found in the country's waters, and this completely changed the country's economy. In 2021, the manufacturing output for Guyana was registered at US $456,051,819 on a steady and skyrocketing rise. The previous year, the output was US $232,201,439. It basically doubled in 2021. The oil production dramatically improved the country's living standards as it created new jobs and made the country's GDP per capita higher by the minute. Number 7. Suriname. With a manufacturing output of US $635,913,788 in 2020, while slowly descending compared to the previous years, Suriname is still one of the most industrialized countries in the Caribbean area. This rich mineral country, with oil and gold as its major exports, has seen steady economic and industrial growth until 2013, followed by a global recession between 2014 and 2016. Since 2017, however, Suriname has been seeing an economic recovery, although quite fragile. This was made possible thanks to the increase in gold production due to the extraction of a new local gold mine and the rise of the world market process of both gold and oil. Number 6. Jamaica. Far from being simply the country of reggae music, delicious jerk food, rum, and white sandy beaches, Jamaica has been reported, thanks to foreign acquisitions and a recovering economy powered by agriculture and mining export revenues, as the world's best-performing stock market for 2015 by Bloomberg. Jamaica is, as a matter of fact, one of the world's leading producers of bauxite, a sedimentary rock that is crucial in the production of aluminum. While the bauxite industry went through a shutdown in 2015, the country's economy still relies on exports of alcoholic preps for beverages, raw sugar, cassava, and raw coffee beans, especially the world-famous Blue Mountain coffee. Jamaica's manufacturing output in 2021 was recorded at $1,103,801,114, slowly but steadily recovering from a lower 2020. Jamaica also generated around $3.10 billion in the tourism sector alone. Jamaica's manufacturing output in 2021 was recorded at $1 billion. Number 5. Haiti. Surprised of finding a country that is generally considered destitute and underprivileged such as Haiti on this list? You shouldn't be. Haiti's economic output for 2021 was a jaw-dropping $4,042,917,791, while it was $2,558,927,192 in the previous year. While agriculture remains the largest sector of the country's economy, it only accounts for a quarter of the total gross domestic product. Haiti's top exports, including fish, electrical machinery, fruits, iron, steel, and textiles, are mostly directed to the United States. Recently, some large oil reserves have been found in the country, which started adding up to the country's economy in a way that deserves major attention. The country is believed to host some of the world's largest natural reserves of natural gas and oil, as well as gold. Furthermore, the country is the major worldwide exporter of vetiver oil and also a major trader of bananas, mangoes, and cocoa. Its higher-end manufacturing additions of the past years include Android-based tablets, current sensors, and transformers. Unfortunately, Haiti's unstable government is the major limitation to this controversial Caribbean island. Number 4. Trinidad and Tobago. The twin island nation of Trinidad and Tobago, recognized as a high-income economy country by the World Bank, has a mainly industrial economy, unlike most of its English-speaking Caribbean neighbors. Its great wealth is attributed to its large oil and natural gas reserves. As a member of the CARICOM, Trinidad and Tobago benefits from trade alliances with other Caribbean countries. The nation is highly dependent on exports of petrochemical, liquefied, and natural gas, an industry that allowed the country to enjoy a strong and steady economy over the past decades. Its manufacturing output in 2020, despite the worldwide recession due to the COVID-19 pandemic, was a whopping $3,528,805,279. Number 3. Cuba. The beautiful island of Cuba, famous for Fidel Castro, cigars, and sensual dances, is number 3 on our list of the most industrialized countries in the Caribbean geographical area. Cuba's manufacturing output in 2020 was $12,020 million, and its biggest industries include energy, production, agriculture, and tourism. Cuba's main exports are refined petroleum, nickel, cobalt, pharmaceuticals, tobacco, steel, cement, agricultural machinery, and sugar. An interesting source of revenue is the export of healthcare services. While the practice of training and sending healthcare workers to other countries has not yet been recorded in official statistics, it is believed to have a huge impact on the country's finances. The industrial sector, focused mainly on sugar processing, oil refinery, and pharmaceuticals, currently accounts for about 37% of the country's GDP. Number 2. The Dominican Republic. Known as one of the Caribbean's largest producers and exporters of sugarcane, This gorgeous island is also a top vacation destination and a true expat's paradise. With one of the highest GDPs among the Caribbean islands, the Dominican Republic's economy expanded mostly thanks to strong trading relationships with the United States or China and large remittance payments. While mostly dependent on tourism, the country's finances also rely on the export of sugarcane, cigars, bananas, and refined petroleum. Its manufacturing output for 2021, in constant ascent, was US $14,287,203,935. Before we get to the #1 most industrialized Caribbean nation, if you find the information in this presentation of value, we would greatly appreciate it if you would give this video a like. Please click the like button below. Thank you. The #1 most industrialized Caribbean nation on our list is Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, in the Greater Antilles, is a very unique country with a history of successful industrialization strategies, mostly due to its exceptional status as an unincorporated U.S. territory. While the rest of the Caribbean countries rely on, and still do, the export of natural resources and the sustainment of their governments, Puerto Rico's wealth is the product of decades of smart moves which were not possible elsewhere. Among others, the famous Operation Bootstrap helped the country create economic self-reliance by attracting foreign capital while using local labor. Puerto Rico enjoyed very generous tax incentives in the process, as well as social security and welfare payments, decreasing the percentage of the population living in poverty by great lengths. Its government's significant expenditures in education, housing, communications, and transportation improved the quality of life of Puerto Rican people and made it possible for the country to have a very high GDP per capita. The human capital development in Puerto Rico is unparalleled compared to the other Caribbean countries, as the island enjoys the highest tertiary enrollment rate in the area. The manufacturing output in 2020 was up to US $49,756,900,000, and the main industries here include manufacturing, finance, real estate, trade, and tourism. While most of them cannot be compared to the leading countries in manufacturing output, the Caribbean countries are still showing signs of improvement and steady economic recovery. Looking at the top 5 in the world, while most of them cannot be compared to the leading countries in the manufacturing output, we find countries with an output ranging from 300 to 5,000 billion US dollars, such as China, number 5, Germany, number 2, South Korea, number 3, India, number 4, and Italy, number 5. Caribbean countries such as the Cayman Islands, with their flourishing financial services industry, or Antigua and Barbuda, Turks and Caicos, and St. Kitts and Nevis, while leaning towards the lower end of the world's charts, are all participating in a general rise. Industrialization impacts society by creating jobs, drawing people to urban environments, and accelerating the creation of a middle class and a larger and wealthier working class of artisans and skilled laborers. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please like, subscribe, share our channel with others, and turn on the notification bell for our next video as we explore the Caribbean together. This is Gyri Caribbean. See you next time.